Welcome everyone to Overtime on the Delta News, where we are ready to put the show in overdrive. Manning the controls, I'm Jordan Black. Thanks so much for spending your Sunday night with me. Now make sure you buckle up, because over the next 30 minutes, we're going to step on the gas and take you on a ride back through this past week in sports. Overtime on the Delta News starts right now. Well, are you ready to hit the rewind button? Because that's exactly what we're going to do. A busy weekend of college football, and we have to start with a look back at yesterday's showdown. Starting in Starkville, the Bulldogs bowl-bound, back in the polls, and boasting, as of yesterday, a 3-game win streak. But of course, that never means the season's over. In fact, it's far from over. November football starting yesterday, and for Coach Mullen's squad, that was a chance to return home and to host the UMass Minutemen for a brunch time battle. So for that one, let's go out to the home of the Maroon and White, who maintained the 16th spot in the polls as of the start of yesterday. We'll check in on those polls in a minute. They'll show off the rankings right from the start. UMass, a costly turnover here. Ross Comas intercepted by J.T. Gray. You know where this guy went to high school? How about Clarksdale? Shout out Coach Johnson. He takes that one 58 yards the other way. How about that? Bulldogs on the board early, but later in the first, MSU on top 10-6, and this looks pretty familiar. Another pick six, this time the other way for the Bulldogs. Isaiah Rogers picking off Fitz, and UMass goes up 13-10. But in the third, Fitz makes up for it, keeps it himself, goes in 8 yards for the score that ties things up 20 apiece. Now State leads by 4 in the fourth. They add to it right here. Dedrick Thomas on the return breaks one tackle and takes this all the way down the sideline, gets some excellent blocking from his teammates, takes it 83 yards for the score. No stopping that guy. That makes it 4 in a row for the Bullies. A 34-23 win from Starkville. Now, a fourth straight win for the Bulldogs means they maintain a spot in the polls. As of today, MSU securing the 18th spot in both the coaches and AP poll, and was 16th last in the college football playoff ranking that came out last week. As for the Rebs, ready to get back in the win column this week, they're on the road to face a tough Kentucky team. We'll go out to Lexington, and the first quarter, the Wildcats were up 3-0, but not for long. Jordan Ta'amu getting his second start of the season, and his second career start actually, gets that one complete over to A.J. Brown, 13 yards for the TD. Rebs go up. Later, Rebs fans happy, of course. First and goal for the Cats, and it's Benny Snell Jr. on the carry in for the score. Kentucky goes up here, but in the third, Ole Miss gets ready to rally. Ta'amu with the strike. Oh my God, what a pass. 58 yards to DK Metcalf. Say hi to the guys in blue. That's exactly what he does. Ole Miss ties things up, and the Cats go up late. There's 10 seconds to go. Ta'amu to Metcalf again. The one-handed catch is good. Rebs win it 37-34, a big-time road win for Coach Luke. That one took a minute to check on, but it was indeed a touchdown. Plus, it was this time last week that Mississippi Valley played host to winless Jackson State. However, the Tigers got the best of the Devils and left Valley with their first win since last October. So now Coach Comedy's crew hosting another winless program in Texas Southern yesterday. We'll pick up our SWAC highlight reel in Itta Bena with the Tigers getting things going early. It's Elijah Odom with the home run ball here. Over to Darvin Kidsey, and Texas Southern is on the board first. 7-0 second quarter now, and they're just trying to keep pilot on second quarter here. Odom keeps it himself, a design QB keeper. He skirts all the way around the Devils D. No one to stop him. Takes it home for the score. Tigers go up 14-0 and tack on another to make it 21-0, and that's where we'll pick things up. Chris Fowler hangs on for a second, then gets it over to Booker Chambers, tiptoeing on the sideline. And later in the drive, Fowler, he's going to air it out to Quinn McElfresh. He's in the end zone for the Valley TD. Devils finally on the board, 21-7 at the half. but it's all Tigers from there, unfortunately. Another loss to the Tigers 2 weeks in a row, 38-21. Valley now 2-7 on the season. And the Statesmen on their longest road trip of the season, facing North Greenville in South Carolina. DSU leads 7-0, then tacks onto this with the Colin Willis to Chris Robinson hookup. Running machine takes it 20 yards to the house. Statesmen go up 14-zip. It's 2 scoreless quarters after that for DSU. The Crusaders score 24 unanswered until Robinson finds the end zone again, this time from 3 yards out. It's 24-21 at that point. Things get interesting here. DSU gets downfield with help from this Cliff Fernandez reception, and that helps Breck Reddick plunge his way on in for the go-ahead TD, but the PAT is blocked. It's a tie game. North Greenville nails the 51-yard field goal, and it's free football in South Carolina. The Crusaders get on first with a field goal. That's good, and the green and white try to win it. They do just that with a Ladarian Peterson touchdown, pushing his way on into the end zone for the score. A thrilling overtime win, 33-30. Delta State makes it 7-3 on the season.
Our kids haven't stopped believing. We want to keep playing football. You know, that's like I said after the game. We're not dead yet. We keep believing in each other. I'm tell you right now, if you watch today's games, I'd argue this is one of the best games I've ever been a part of.
Coach Cooley was telling me that this week it was going to be all on me, and today I came out really hard and focused and run the ball real hard.
Sure did. DSU closes out the regular season at home next week for a senior day, hosting Florida Tech. And the Golden Eagles on the road in Tennessee. The Vols on a 4-game losing skid, but it would be Tennessee on top to break that streak. 24-10 the final from Knoxville. And some other SWAC scores to note from yesterday. Alcorn State coming off a bye, hosting Alabama A&M yesterday afternoon. All Braves in Lorman for a 47-22 win, while Jackson State celebrating homecoming, but unfortunately finding another loss. Tigers fall 13-3 and drop to 1-8 on the year. Transitioning now from the gridiron to the court, college basketball is back. The Mississippi Valley men opening up their season today, hosting Tougaloo. Just an exhibition game for the Stribling Classic, but a good chance to get those feet ready nonetheless. First half, Jamal Watson getting it out to Tariq Eckwood. He's oh so good from downtown. Delta Devils on the board first, 3-0. Then it's Eckwood again with the try from way outside the arc. That one no good, but that's okay because Dante Scott right there for the putback. 2 more Valley. The Bulldogs ready to answer and rally in the first half. Carlos McDonald with the spin moves. Hook shot makes it 13-10. The Devils, they want their first unofficial win for sure, thanks in part to their own number 23 coming back with it right under the basket for the bucket. Delta Devils win it 86-76, and they're back at home Tuesday to host Rust. It is now time for our first time out, but when we return, a check-in on the big leagues NFL highlights coming your way when